This video is pulled out a little farther than normal. It's because I wanted you to see this. You may have noticed a difference in the past couple of videos where I finally have a desk in front of me. I was kind of hesitant to get a desk at first. I thought maybe it'd be a little too nostalgia criticky. Feels good to have kind of a desk in front of me. Plus, if I do any unboxings, and there will be unboxings, I have a surface to actually set them on rather than a cart that I have to roll in and out. It adds a nice sense of permanence and prestige to the set. More about that later. But anyway, I wanted to show you the desk. This desk model lights up. And as you can see here, there's a lot of different lighting schemes with the control it with the push of a button. There's different speeds. They have models that will sync to music. If you ever want to game and disco dance at the same time, you're covered. I'll have a link and a code in the description if you wanted to check one out for yourself. And these little cable management ports, I use these so I can have my little stand lights here mounted to the desk. I don't have to take up floor space around me. You're going to get a behind the scenes, peel back the curtain look at what happens when I film a video. Also, I'm going to give you a little tour of the studio. Bear with me, it's still a work in progress, and I think it's always going to be. I've been refining my filming setups for years, and I find something that works for a little while, I want to change it, and I do something else. But one thing is, I've always wanted a desk. Plus, it kind of gives me a surface to lean on if I'm frustrated or tired, or I just want to convey how tired I am. It has a swing out drink holder, which I'm probably not going to use because I don't like to drink here. You can swing it out of the way when you're not using it, which is brilliant. And it's very sturdy. The feet are adjustable. You don't have to worry about it rocking because this floor is anything but level. Got it so it's rock solid. Supposedly it could handle up to about 250 pounds. I'm not about to sit on this and test that. It's sturdy and solid, but it's light enough I can push out of the way if I need to get to the back door. I have plans for this door later. Enough surfaces I can clamp things to. The microphone, I feel like such a podcaster with a microphone in my face. I can set my notes down, can put my laptop down if I need it. Also, assembly was pretty easy. It has relatively few major parts. It's basically the tabletop, the legs, and the cross braces. That's it. Honestly, the hardest part was figuring out the wiring to plug in the lights and the legs. The lights are USB powered, so you can use a standard wall plug or just plug them into your laptop if you have a laptop up here. I've actually run the lights off a power bank and it worked just fine. I'm very happy with the desk. I'm going to give it 5 Bs. The lights are on the side. I can't see them. I mean, if you're by a wall, things will light up for you, so okay, but I'm out here in the middle and I can't enjoy my lights. If you pay for the disco, you want the disco, right? Again, I'll have a link and a code in the description. Now let's go handheld. Here you're going to find various examples of my nerditude that I've gathered over the years. This I found in a thrift store for $5. If you've finished watching Picard like I have, I don't remember where I got this, but my cheap-ass lighting rig, I have a piece of foil around it just to control light spill. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. This was my camera fund. I needed a new camera, and I saved for 2 years. Between that and what money I did have in YouTube revenue, I was able to save up and buy a used camera. This Minecraft torch is actually a water bottle. I'm going to turn it into an actual light one of these days. Kind of reminds me of one I had as a little kid, but this is far more detailed. My sonic screwdriver collection, well, it's just 2 and a neuralizer. Don't look directly at that. And does it still work? Yeah. May open portals. Ecto detector. My Nerf Aliens pulse rifle that I waited 1.5 years for. My Luke Skywalker cosplay, the hand I got cut off. Down there's just random equipment. Nakatomi Plaza. This was part of a Blu-ray set of the entire Die Hard collection. The discs are on the shelf, and this lives here. R2-D2 with a smaller R2-D2 inside. My Harley Quinn popcorn bucket. This belonged to my father-in-law. May he rest in peace. We're still cruising on Route 66, man. A mouse I've been looking weeks for. Little wooden TIE fighter. Let's move him up. Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen? The old silver play button. Love this thing. He agrees. Are you quite finished? Tony Stark arc reactor / coaster. Are you done, man? A bobblehead. And I got the John McClane Weird Al, also Heel, and the rest of the gang. Who doesn't need a hormone monster on their shelf? My Ghostbusters tub. It holds popcorn, but I think when I die, I want my ashes in it. The Ecto-1. The Enterprise. A lot of people complained about this design, but I thought it was pretty good. My Han Solo blaster, made from a airsoft gun, mated with a 3D printed kit I got off of Etsy. It looks much better on camera than it does in person, trust me. My Indy fedora is a little dusty. Moving back this way, you can see from a distance, and there's my primary camera. That's the door to my backyard, which I'm gonna do something with in the future. Kind of kills the illusion, doesn't it? Vader. This was a bar that came with the house. I don't know what to do with it. It's just kind of in the way at times, but I kind of use it as a little makeshift workbench. My movie collection. This is most of it. I still have some in storage. I just don't have room for it yet. And I got my books, my Alton Brown Good Eats collection, and then this I've been working on for a little bit. My movie memorabilia wall. It has a lot of pieces that were donated to me, that were given to me. Came in really cheap, thank you. I wanted to have some posters here. These are placeholders because I want to replace these with actual iconic movie posters. My first one, Jaws, I picked up for $5, yes. My autographed Crypt Keeper, my autographed Gremlins poster, and my Camp Crystal Lake flag, which I'm not sure where this is gonna live, but it's not gonna live here. My recliner for chilling or petting the cat. Another bookshelf with various movie-related titles. My Baby Yoda shelf, gift from my father-in-law. The flapjack. I have to fix it, there's something wrong with it. One of my favorite possessions. My Death Star beach ball. I have some artwork my kids made for me. Very precious to me. This is just a flashlight. Dang, it lights up if you hit it just right, but I'm not gonna mess with that right now. This is my Necronomicon notebook. I'm kind of afraid to write anything into it because you never know. This was a crown jewel. I've had this poster 20 years, 25 years, maybe closer to 30, and I had it rolled up for decades because I didn't have a frame to put it in. Eventually, I forgot about it. I remembered it one day and decided to build my own frame. This thing actually lights up. I want to put in more lights someday. This is where I do most of my work. This is where I edit. This computer is for my day job, virtual fish tank, but I usually have one computer on at a time, so let's not go crazy with the power bill. And oh yes, I probably will be making modifications to the desk as the need arises. I never really feel like anything is completely mine unless I've drilled a hole in it. I've never been afraid of customizing stuff. Well, I think that's it for the tour. It's not a big studio, and I'm going to be refining it more and more as I go. And that wall is I'm just beginning to mess with. But I think I'm closer to a setup where I can just pop in, shoot a video real easily, and just get immediately to work. Sometimes that's the hard part. Because if I have to set up all the time and break down when I'm done shooting, it becomes a hassle and I don't want to do it as often. But now, since I have the desk, everything is kind of always set up. My mic is always in place. My lighting is always in place. The camera, I can just roll back and forth. It's a lot easier to do now. I'm feeling really good about this. I do want to thank EwinRacing for their awesome table. Don't forget, they also make chairs. I have a link in the description with a code. But that's it for me. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, the bell, the usual YouTube stuff. This is theNewBee, and I'll see you later, kids. Toodles.